Hi, how's it going? How you doing, people? Okay. Bloody hell, that sun. That sun is bright, isn't it? That light. It's shining very bright today. Okay. Again. What's on the mind? Melatonin. Melatonin. Fact, wait there, I've got a book. I did have a book. Yes, I got a book. Melatonin. So I'll wait a bit for you guys to jump on. If not, I will just chat by myself and put it up on YouTube. But yes, the melatonin, very powerful hormone, very powerful. And I'm gonna go deep with it because I've been procrastinating way too long on certain things, certain aspects of health. I do a lot of things, but I don't do everything. I'm not perfect yet, but this one's key. This one's key because it's powerful and it fucking works. And I want to talk about the signs. I've made videos on this before. If you haven't seen, I'll just repeat the same information. That's how we learn. That's how I learn. But also, there's something new that I didn't say in the other videos about melatonin, how to observe it coming up in you, that I should have said before, but I didn't think about it properly. So, you're right, Tom. Yeah. Melatonin is produced by the body. It's all powerful. Just to repeat what you guys probably already know. It's a master antioxidant. I mean that, master antioxidant, which means it produces negative charge. It's electric energy. The electricity, basically, melatonin is electric energy, negative ions, the opposite of damaging, harmful, positive ions. You need lots of negative ions in your body, you need lots of electricity. And that's what melatonin gives you. That's why it's called an anti-cancer agent, major anti-cancer agent. That's why people do get cancer, because they don't produce enough melatonin. Why? Because they're doing a lot of things wrong. To keep it brief, people ain't producing melatonin for a number of reasons. The huge ones, the obvious ones, is one second. They're watching blue screens at night time, artificial blue screens, so TV, their cell phones. These are artificial, and laptops and tablets. They're all artificial blue lights. So if you don't put on blue blockers, you are fucked. And you will not produce any melatonin. That's a fucking fact. The blue lights, the artificial blue lights, are like a mini sun. Fake. They're fake, and forget about destroying the eyes and all the negative effects of it to damage your eyes. Forget about that shit. It's the melatonin that's inhibiting. Because the melatonin can only be produced, technically, by nature, the melatonin is only produced in the dark. It's only produced at night time when the lights are off completely. Complete darkness. That's when we're supposed to go to bed at 10 p.m. when the lights dim. Right, it's dark at 6 p.m. now in winter, but we're supposed to go to bed at 10 p.m. and then in the darkness the melatonin can rise. So technically all lights stop melatonin. However, the one that stops it the most is the blue lights, the artificial blue lights, the fake lights. So that light will stop the melatonin for sure, but at the same time, you can the worst one is the blue. So when you wear these are cheap, by the way. I've said this before, fucking cheap, cost £5 on Amazon. This is red tinted. It's not orange tinted, it's red tinted. This everything goes red with this. So when you put it on, it allows the melatonin to rise, and that's the key. So that's number one, what people are doing wrong. So that the melatonin will not rise in you if you're not wearing blue blocking glasses at the times the melatonin gets produced, which starts about 8 p.m. I think it's still early in the winter, about 6 p.m. But even in summer, on the short days, it starts at 8, 9 p.m. And at that time, 8, 9 p.m., if you're not wearing blue blocking glasses when you're watching, even with this light, which is fucking not blue light, but especially the blue lights of the TV or this tablet that I'm looking at, all this stuff, you're not wearing it, you're in trouble, you won't produce it. That's number one, people doing wrong. Number two, people who've got their cell phones on at night when they're sleeping. They don't turn their cell phones off at night time. So EMFs also stop melatonin. EMFs stop melatonin. This connection I'm having now with the wireless with you guys is stopping melatonin from being produced in me. But that's okay, because I need to get a message out there, and I have it on at specific amounts of time. But I've got plenty of melatonin in me right now. And I want to talk about that in a second, how I noticed, how you need to notice it. So, people doing it wrong. Not wearing blue blocking glasses. they're not switching their Wi-Fi off. One of those is enough to fuck it up. You've got to get both of them down. Wi-Fi's off for the time you want the melatonin to rise, at 8 PM onwards, you know. And then also you want to wear the blue blockers. Alright? Have to do it. Now, how do you know this is what I want to say. How do you know melatonin is being produced inside you? Because it's a hormone, you can't see this shit, right? Well, you have to go on your body observations, and it's the same observations I go off when I drink aged urine, because they're really fucking obvious. When melatonin rises, it's really obvious. When you drink aged urine, it works. It's really obvious, you know. It really is. So, number one, I said this before. It's important. You will start deep breathing. Your breathing pattern will change to deep, super fucking deep. It really will. It'll surprise you. Your breathing will slow down. I said that before. That's one of the first things you noticed. But there's another one when you your melatonin starts rising. That's another key indicator in case you miss, I don't know how, in case you miss the deep breathing. The other one is melatonin actually makes your body colder. So your body will start getting colder. That's also why when we sleep in bed at night, we have duvets and blankets to warm us up, because we are designed to produce melatonin as we sleep, and as the melatonin rises, our body cools down, and therefore we don't like it too cold, and that's why we wear blankets. Did you know that fact? That was interesting. Interesting little fact for you. That's why we wear blankets, because the melatonin actually makes your body colder. Crazy, huh? So that's what I noticed today. I put it on, watched some TV for 2 hours between 8 and 10 o'clock, and with the blue blockers and the Wi-Fi off. And that's what I noticed. Deep breathing, and my body was getting colder, like shivery. It was good. And that's how I can tell, and I was really happy. I was like, yes, I'm producing some melatonin right now. That's fucking cool. I'm getting some melatonin down me, which is good. And that's all powerful, because I repeat, melatonin is antioxidant. That is free. I repeat, so I remember as well. It's negative ions. So you're flooding your body when you produce melatonin with negative ions. But at the same time, it's the Holy Trinity. It's the same as aged urine. It's negative ions, alkalizing your body, oxygenating your body. The oxygenation you can feel because you breathe deeper. You know? Alkalinity is what you want, and the negative ions, electric energy. It's all three of them you want, and that's what melatonin does. When it rises, it heals you. Melatonin heals you. That's why it's important, and that's why people, in my opinion, it's a huge one for. It's not just diet. It's not just lack of exercise that people are doing it wrong with getting ill and diseases. A huge one is light, blue lights, fucking this light, not wearing this, not turning their Wi-Fi off. It's huge, and they're not producing enough melatonin. That's why people get diseases. Yeah, because the protection from nature against diseases wasn't just in the foods, wasn't just in the fasting. It was in the hormones that are produced by our body, none more powerful than melatonin. Master antioxidant, anti-cancer, holy shit. Because people aren't producing it, they are getting diseases. Your friends and family and loved ones, my friends and family and loved ones, yeah, they're going to die early because they're not focused on melatonin. They don't understand the power of melatonin. They don't understand the power of a hormone that is produced by their own body. And they'd rather trust a doctor and a pill. And they don't realise their body's all powerful, and making a hormone every night, if they got out their own way, started reading up and doing the protocols that can save their asses and make them fucking healthy. What a shame. What a fucking shame. That's the truth. But yeah, and also another little thing, another little hack to do with light, because now I'm coming to light. Light is fucking important. This is why I'm starting to listen to people now on YouTube that were talking about light before, and now I understand light better, because of the melatonin thing. It's huge. Another little hack that I got from somebody who's into light is these artificial blue lights are also damaging, they damage any part of the skin. So not just the eyes, there's other areas of the body that you don't want to be exposing your skin to. Artificial blue lights from TVs and tablets, too much at night time, not just for melatonin, just for general health. And one of them is the neck, yeah, because you've got the thyroid gland, haven't you? You've got the fucking parathyroid. The parathyroid and the thyroid are really precious, but also really what's the word for it? They damage easily. They bruise. I don't mean bruise physically. They just get hurt really easily, like a canary in a mine. They're really sensitive, the thyroid, so it does get damaged, the thyroid, by looking at blue screens. So I'm starting to do it at night. When I do my protocols of turning the Wi-Fi off, put my blue blockers on. I'm also wearing a scarf now. I'm gonna try and get consistent with that habit. I'm not perfect with everything. Started doing this today. I'm gonna try and hold myself accountable as well to you guys. Start wearing a scarf to protect my throat and purify all this area from, as well as the eyes, the throat as well. And I've got some clothes on as well, so skin's not getting in contact with the blue lights. Yeah, that is it. I was gonna say something. One more thing with the melatonin I'm gonna repeat. Another thing. Another reason why people in the mainstream don't produce the melatonin, what will stop it? It's not just, although it is, the blue lights and not wearing the blue lockers and protecting their eyes. That's obvious. The Wi-Fi is obvious, and they also got the cell phones at night time when they're trying to sleep. Fucking stupid. There might be a dark room, no lights, but they got the Wi-Fi on. They're next to a Wi-Fi router. They've got the fucking lights. They've got the cell phone on standby. That's on. There's another one. This is huge. This is fucking huge for other people. What they do is they eat food at night just before they go to bed. That is really fucking stupid. And it's not just from the angle of what you're thinking, that food, it takes energy to digest food, so that's why people don't sleep good when they have food just before bed. That's true. So think of that aspect. When you eat food just before bed, your body's digesting all that food when it should be healing. So that your tummy should be empty. Your tummy should be fucking empty by the time you get to bed, yeah? It should be fucking empty, but it's not. Because people are eating snacks just before bed, or even a big main meal, or 1-2 hours before bed. Even that's fucking insane. Because now, instead of the body being empty so they can go to work to healing, now the body's got to digest food. That's one aspect, but that's only one. That's only one. The second aspect is you are preventing. And actually, I need to reread this book, because I remember reading it in this melatonin book, which I bought really cheap on Amazon. I remember reading this, and this makes sense with my experiences right now. It's a fact that the less calories, the less food inside your tummy at the time that melatonin is due to rise, at 8 p.m, 9 p.m, 10 p.m, at night, the less empty your tummy is, the more melatonin you will produce. Right? So, with that being said, someone's eating food just before bed, their tummy is not empty, their body will not produce nearly as much, if any, melatonin for that fact. So forget about the fact that, digestion, your body's not going to heal because of the food you're putting, it's got to do a lot of work. Your body now won't produce melatonin because you've just eaten, even a snack. You're just eating a fucking snack. It won't produce as much as it could. You just inhibit your body's impinges your body's powers to produce melatonin, and that's fucking stupid, man. And that's why people who eat just before bed always report. I hear this from people. Try not to judge here, but you'll hear it a lot from people that eat food just before bed. I had a really bad night's sleep. Yeah, it's because your body didn't produce enough melatonin because the food you just ate just stopped the body from producing enough melatonin. The melatonin is a healthy thing, but it's also, to get good sleep, you need melatonin to rise. You need it. You need it for a good sleep. You need it for a lot of things. It's, like I said, to prevent cancer, to optimize your health, vibration, to be fucking deep breathing. Melatonin makes you deep breathe. Yeah? You're meant to be deep breathing constantly during the nighttime. Constantly. You're meant to be deep breathing constantly during the nighttime. Fact. And during the daytime, outside of the sun, because we're meant to be outside the sun 24/7. But at night time, when the melatonin goes, you'll deep breathe. But if people aren't producing melatonin because they got the Wi-Fi on and the cell phone at night, because they're watching the blue screens just before bed, because they're eating food just before bed, if they're not producing it, they're not deep breathing. They're not oxygenating, alkalizing, and getting electricity in their body. They're not deep breathing. You ain't fucking healing. You ain't deep breathing, you ain't fucking healing. Fact. If you ain't deep breathing, you ain't healing. Part of the melatonin's power is the breath, the oxygenation, the deep breath. You ain't getting it, you're going to get in trouble. And they just designed it, so you don't even need to do breathing exercises. Yeah? You're supposed to be deep breathing anyway, with the sun and with the melatonin. 24/7. 24/7. But now people like me and you guys have to deep breathe all the time. We have to practice breathing exercises because we don't live outside 24/7 now, and because we don't look after our health with wearing blue blockers and creating melatonin. Now we have to do breathing exercises, yeah? Because we've moved away from our nature. We've stopped producing enough melatonin, and we stopped being outside 24/7. So now we have to do yoga and breathing exercises to compensate. It's awesome. Now I say let's do both. Let's get outside as much as possible. Let's focus on melatonin. Start taking melatonin seriously. Plus doing breathing exercises. That's how we get ahead and amplify our health to next level. Yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we fight the system that chemtrails us and stops us sun gazing. Fuck them. Let's focus on deep breathing with the sun and with melatonin, and doing deep breathing exercises and yoga and all the healthy shit. Yeah, let's do all that stuff. So with that being said, that's it. My message is this: fucking start buying blue blockers and start taking melatonin really seriously. It's a huge hormone. Your body is all powerful. That's the implication. You know, you can get really super healthy just focusing on melatonin. Yeah, forget about diet. Forget about diet. Focus on light. Light is more important than diet. People won't like me for saying that, but I switch between biases, and light is super powerful. Your body is super powerful. Your hormones, testosterone, this one, melatonin, they're super powerful, man. There's a lot of things outside of diet that's super powerful. Whew, you know, crazy. Your body being the most powerful thing ever. With that being said, I'm kind of talking a lot. I'm just speaking to you guys so I can learn for myself and repeat knowledge. I hope you guys have got some value from Wendy. Nice to see you again. I hope you got some value from this, and let's focus on melatonin a bit more. I want you guys to really do it for yourself, to start producing your own melatonin at night time, wearing these blockers and turning the Wi-Fi's off and not eating at that times, and then experiencing for yourself what I'm talking about, the deep breathing, yeah, and getting cold. Once you start experiencing deep breathing and getting cold, you should be getting excited like me and thinking, holy shit, my body's producing what it needs. Now my anti-cancer agent's flying around my body, and I've got my antioxidants, and I'm oxygenating, you know, you should get excited. It's very powerful. So, on that note, I will leave you with my little scarf to protect myself, and I will go back to my nighttime activities. Have a good one.